There's literally two types of people in the comment sections of Vita videos. Listen to me and tell me I'm not right. There's one, the people who are hype beasts, and two, the people who are like depression beasts. The people who are hype beasts, the people that are saying, I love my Vita, I love playing all these games, it's the greatest console. They're hype, everyone's wrong, and then this is where I come in. I come in the middle and I fix everything.
You are a disgrace to the Vita itself. You blazing faggot.
Why? Y'all gotta chill out. Alright. Somebody says... Alright, let me just... Saying the Vita is dead is a little bit of a push. But saying it's dying is what's going on, alright? Now, Mr. Drop 1210 made a video saying the PSVITA is dead. Is officially dead. Something like that. And then Alpha Omega Sin is also talking about this same exact topic that I'm about to talk about. So, what made Gerard make this video is that something popped up on the internet where it was basically, it was like kind of like a recap, a 2015, you know, kind of progress like meeting of that Sony did, where they're just talking about how they're doing so far in terms of all their consoles, all their programs they have available, like PlayStation Vita, that's new, like PlayStation Now. You know, it's basically just talking about how everything's doing in the PlayStation universe, the Sony universe, PlayStation universe. So Andrew House is the president of the US part of PlayStation, and throughout this thing, he goes ahead and calls the PlayStation Vita a legacy console. Now, if you don't know what legacy means, it means basically it's like he was talking about it in the sense of a PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, and a PSP. Where, you know, nobody's making PS1 games, no one's making PS2 games, and there are some people still making PSP games, but nowhere near as much as, you know, as many coming in as it was for when it was out, you know, when it was the only handheld out. So calling a PS Vita that is 3 years old a legacy, that's just messed up. And of course, they made an update after people heard this and freaked out, and they said, oh, we're not talking, we were just talking about this little guy here, we were just talking about the PlayStation 1000, we weren't talking about the whole thing. Shit, man, we're still gonna support it. So Gerard, Hot Skull, and PSV Gaming Unite were in this, they're the ones that showed me this link, and I was like, wow. And they're all like, oh my god, the PS Vita is officially dead, let's all just give up. And that kind of made me a little mad, I'm not gonna lie. When they see this video, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, I was a little bit pissed off when they said this. I don't know why even. So I went ahead and I went to the link they showed me, and you can actually listen to Andrew House, the whole conference, the whole press thing. It's only like 10 minutes long. You can actually listen to the whole thing, and he has slides. You can see all the slides he was using for his presentation. So I went ahead and I studied the hell out of that thing. I went to the part where he does call it a legacy console, and I replayed it like 10 times, just trying to figure out if I could find some type of loophole to prove these guys wrong and tell them that he did not really mean to call them that, it was a mistake. But as I was looking, I was like, wait a second. We all have that part in the brain where it's like, this is a bad idea, this is a good idea. You know what I mean? It's always that you always have that thing where it's like, all right, I know this. I probably shouldn't be doing this, and I probably should do this. So while he's writing his script, did that not happen to him? It wasn't like the fact that nobody in Sony, because I'm pretty sure someone proofread his script. Nobody in Sony saw this as what he was calling it, as a problem, calling it a legacy. Nobody saw it as a problem. Yeah, okay, maybe, listen, maybe he really did mean to simply call the, you know, the 1000 a legacy model, or a legacy console. Maybe he did mean that. But the way that he says it, he just flat out says legacy consoles, because he was talking about PlayStation Vita and PlayStation TV. Hold on a second, PlayStation TV only has one version. There's one thing, alright? So if it means consoles and PlayStation TV only has one, why would they not support PlayStation TV? So anyway, but it's like, alright, you didn't mean that. Why couldn't you just say, oh, and we will not be supporting the first generation of PlayStation Vitas? That would still probably cause a little bit of confusion, but it's definitely not as bad as saying, just calling the whole thing flat out legacy. Anyways, that is beyond it. So now let's get on to the next topic. Calling the PlayStation Vita dead. Now that I've just said that, everyone's gonna come at me in the comments saying, oh, Jimmer, why don't you think the Vita has any games? It has a bunch of games. And I'll be like, dude, I didn't say. They go, you said the Vita's dead. That means you think it has no games. First off, no, that's not what it means. When someone says the Vita is dead, what we're meaning is that the Vita is officially, has like a few years to last. At least when I say it's dying, that's what I mean. I mean, like, it just has a couple. It's gonna be dying soon, basically, because here's how it is. The Vita started off by being a console that was marketed for AAA games, a console experience. Okay, nothing wrong with that, man. That's what they needed to do, because when the Vita was announced, that's whenever these smartphone things were just starting to boom. They were on the rise at this time. This is when like the first iPhone 3G came out, and then the Samsung Galaxy came out, and then this is whenever it was starting to pick up. The things were getting more powerful, so they had to do something, and their answer was this. And guess what? That is a perfect answer. Giving gamers something that they can really get a nice experience on the go. You know what I mean? They're getting this very nice, solid game with two dual joysticks, actual buttons, not using the touchscreen, with a pretty nice button with a very good display, and having some cool features with the back touchpad and the camera and the front camera. That's a perfect answer to when the market was booming. But they didn't market it enough. They didn't do it enough. They did not put enough money into it. Anyway, that's off the topic. So, why it's dying if it's not getting any more AAA games is because you know what? There's an iPhone 6 Plus, there's a Samsung Galaxy 6, S6, S5, S4, S4. Even this could really just, satisfy my gaming needs if I really felt like that, but I don't feel like that. Anyway, so if all the Vita has to offer now is indie games, it's just done. It's not gonna survive. Because one, we have 3DS, which its games aren't indie, but they're definitely not as high quality as the Vita. The 3DS is already just destroying like almost a lot of consoles. And then we have mobile phones that are doing so well, okay? And both of those systems, they're mainly indie, like not too high quality games. The graphics aren't anywhere near the Vita's capabilities. All right, so that's why it cannot survive. If its whole power is not doing anything now, why should I get it? If I'm just gonna get it to play a bunch of games that I can play on my phone, or why should I pay the extra money for it? That's why it's not gonna survive. And guess what? The people that say it's dying or it's dead, the people that are saying it's dead, hold on. So that's why when I say that, it's because I've understood that. So next step is there's two peoples in the comment sections of Vita videos, basically. There's literally two types of people in the comment sections of Vita videos. Listen to me and tell me I'm not right. There's one, the people who are hype beasts, and two people who are like depression beasts. The people who are hype beasts, the people are saying, I love my Vita, I love playing all these games, it's the greatest console. They're hype. Everyone's wrong, and then this is where I come in. I come in the middle and I fix everything. So this is the extreme. They're like, I love it. I have all these games to play. They're all amazing and very fun. And then there's people that's like, the Vita's dead. This thing sucks. It has nothing to do on it. And then there's me. The Vita has great games, and it does not suck, and it's not dead. But it's not going to keep getting better. It's only going downhill from here. We're on the low. Like, we're gonna keep going like this until there's nothing for us to play. So now let me get to the next topic. As I said it has great games, and I didn't exactly specify what I wanted to say by in that terms. Yes, it has great games, but me being in the middle, Yes, it has great games, but since I'm in the middle, I understand this fact, and I've finally decoded it, and I'm gonna enlighten you, mother. I'm gonna enlighten the squad, alright? So, if you look right here, I have probably, these are the top Vita games you can get. I'm missing Tearaway, Soul Sacrifice, Little Big Planet, Ragnarok Odyssey. You know, I'm missing a couple things, but all in all, these are the best games you can get on the PlayStation Vita. So let's go through them one by one, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. So let's start off with something very big right here. Mortal Kombat 9 for the PlayStation Vita. Alright, now, great game. It played very nicely. Graphics were dumbed down versus the console versions, but it played perfectly. They sacrificed graphics for quality, and that's a-okay. Alright? So, Mortal Kombat X is on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 now. So, what's gonna happen to us Vita people? Because we sure as hell, if Mortal Kombat 10 didn't come to the Vita, obviously Mortal Kombat 11, 12, 13, 14 is not gonna come to the Vita. So, now we are stuck with playing, yes, it's a good game, like I said, it's a good game, but we're stuck with playing Mortal Kombat 9 for the rest of our lives as we own a PlayStation Vita. Okay, next step. Killzone Mercenary, again, probably the best looking handheld game you can find anywhere on any system. No matter what you do, you will not find a better looking game than Killzone Mercenary. Alright, so we have these guns that we have. We can get some more. What happens when we have this game for 12 years? We've gotten every gun. We've done everything you can possibly do. We've platinumed the game. What do we do next? That's why franchises get series. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, different names, something like that. That's why. Next one, Freedom Wars. Now, I could play this game for a good bit, you know me. I could play this game for a very long time. My favorite game, probably. But it's gonna get old at some point. The online is gonna die, and what's left to do? If you can't play co-op, if you can't play PvP, what do you do on the game? But I know this game will definitely live on for a while, and since it's a Japanese game, there's a possibility it will get us a sequel, so then we'll be fine. So that's, if you like Japanese games, you are okay with the Vita. But if you do not, which I know a lot of people do not, then you are screwed. But anyway, so that's a little bit of an exception. These three are the big ones. Borderlands 2 for the PlayStation Vita. How long are we gonna play Borderlands 2, man? The game has just been jumping around everywhere. How long are you gonna play these 4 characters? Oh wait, this version includes all DLC. So that's like 3 or 4 more characters. What happens when you've played all those characters? What happens when you've maxed out all those characters? What happens when you've played New Game plus, and it's gotten to a point where it's impossible? What do you do then? You cannot play Borderlands anymore. And now, by the time you've done this, there's Borderlands 12 out and you don't even know how to play it. Madden 13. Now, I feel bad for anybody who got the system hoping for, a lot of sports games to play, because Madden is one of the most popular sports games. FIFA's starting to take it over, and FIFA is coming yearly, so that's a good thing. But Madden, people still love Madden, alright? So what happens when they have to play with the same roster from 2013, and it's 2020 right now, and you can't play with anybody new? Maybe your favorite character's on the Steelers, you can't play with them because you're playing Madden 13. Last but not least, Uncharted Golden Abyss, the launch title for the Vita, what basically helped the Vita at least get some type of boost out of the gate. What happens, like me, who have beat the game? What happens with people that not only beat the game, but got the platinum, have done every challenge, have 100% every little mission? What do they do then, huh? They can't play any other Uncharted game on the Vita because there's not going to be any. So that's what I'm trying to say. We have great games, but are these games that are the reason why the Vita can even survive right now? If we just stay with these games, are we gonna continue on forever? No. Like I said, mobile market is getting big. Indies aren't gonna cut it to keep their Vita afloat in terms of staying at a very nice level. Right now, it might not be doing good, but especially in Japan, it's definitely at a very nice level. But in the US, it's still not that low, but it's definitely not as high as it needs to be and as it wants to be for it to get anything new. So, we cannot live off indies. The system is surely not doing good. I'm just gonna stop saying that, because if I do, I'm gonna get attacked and everything I said is invalid. Anyways, That's it. That's all I gotta say. Everyone just needs to chill out. All right. Calling it a legacy is not okay. A legacy console is not okay, no matter how you see it. I don't care how brainwashed you are of how much you love your Vita that you don't want to accept that that's not okay. Accept it and move on.